my loves. We are here today. I wanted to try something with you. This is the moon deck. I know I have done one reading before with this, but I wanted to see if you guys might be interested in having these for each of the signs. So I'm going to do a general one, and this is for whoever might see it. It might resonate with you. Hopefully it will. But if you do like this, or you are interested in having one specific to your sign done, I could do it later this week or next week, for example, for the month of April. I would certainly be willing to do that should you have any interest in that at all. So please do comment below, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff if you are interested, but let me know. So we'll go ahead and try this. This is a moon sort of reading. It's a 7-card reading. If you did not see the first one, I can link it in the description below. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first card, kind of to let you know, and we'll go through this, is where you are now. Your second card is what caused you to become in this position. Your third card is the obstacles that you face in trying to resolve this position. Your fourth card is your final resolution, should you take the steps to get there. And your fifth, sixth, and seventh card are indicative of what steps you do need to take to get that resolution. So hopefully that will be helpful to you if you are having any sort of problems, issues, anything that's weighing on your mind. So right here we have attraction, okay? So this is your current issue or question or state or problem. So you may be, you're either attracted to someone or someone's attracted to you, and you're just not making the headway you want, or they're attracted to you and maybe you don't want them to be. Could be something like that. But I do feel like perhaps for many of you, this is where you have an attraction to something, you have attraction to someone, and it's just not taking off the way you would like it to, okay? You just aren't able to get that relationship to take off, get them to ask you the right things that you want them to ask you, or if you're in a relationship, you just can't seem to get to that next level you're really wanting to get to. You know, you're trying to hint, maybe you're trying to do these certain things, but you're really just not getting the result that you want for your attraction, for your attracted person, the person you're attracted to. And it could also be a situation, let's say you're attracted to a specific situation, you really want to get a job, this specific position, this specific investment opportunity you really want to be involved in, you're attracted to. Same situation. It's just not taking off quickly enough for you. It's not happening for you in a timely fashion. And what got you into this was focus. So this is telling me that you just haven't had the focus that you need. Okay, so this could be a couple of things. One thing is maybe you've just been overworked, or you're spread too thin, too much on your plate. You haven't been able to put as much focus into the situation, the problem that you really need to, or you haven't been able to sit down and focus with that person, if it's a specific person, on communicating, okay? You're not able to focus your communication. Maybe you're dropping hints, maybe you're doing this and that, or you feel like you are, but it's not clear enough, okay? They're like, you have to hit them over the head, okay? Kind of to get what you need as a result. So for you, you really need to take the time, set aside, and focus solely on what you want, okay? And make it clear. So even if it is a job, you need to sit down and you need to talk to your superior, your boss, your mentor, whomever, and be clear, concise, plan, focused. Focus points here. This is why I want this position. This is why I deserve this position. If this is a relationship, of course, you need to sit down and explain, here's where I am. This is what I need from you. If you're willing to do that, great. If you're not, okay. But at least you need to really blatantly, I feel like, communicate. I feel like that's the problem here, is you may be dropping hints. You may be alluding to this is something you want more. You may be telling your friends, you may be kind of like hint, this and that. But this is not something they're picking up on. And they're like, I'm not a mind reader. And you're thinking, you don't have to read minds. I'm totally dropping hints, but you guys aren't. It's, for, the different men are from Mars, women are from Venus, but sometimes even the same sex, you're on different, planets with the way that you read, okay, each other's cues. So maybe that's the problem, okay? And then what's holding you back is fear. And certainly, I think the thing there is the fear of the answer. That's obvious to me. I feel like you're afraid to directly address the problem, or address it because you're afraid of what the answer might be. You're afraid if you ultimatum somebody or give them a, I need this or I want this, they might say, well, I'm not capable of that. And then what are you going to do? You're kind of like, that's going to be heartbreaking for you if it's a relationship, or are you going to stick around knowing that they're not on the same path trajectory that you are, or they don't want the long-term things the same as you do? Are you going to be willing to handle that? Or is it something where you're going to have to walk away? Are you going to be shattered and gutted? The fear is what they're going to say, the answer. Are you going to not get the answer that you really want? Same with a job, you're afraid you'll go in and you'll say something and they might say, well, in all honesty, we don't think you're qualified. And in fact, we've already found somebody else that's going to be your superior and it's your worst nightmare. Or, in fact, we're cutting back. Sorry, you're not getting promotion. You're also getting let go. There's fears. Anytime there's fears, whenever you have to focus and face something that you really want. And this situation is the attraction. You're very much wanting this. You're very much attracted to this. So there's going to be a fear that you may not get what you want, the response you want, the answer you want, but you're going to have to face your fear to get past that. That's just the bottom line. Now, the end result here is new beginning. Okay. So this says to me that this can be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. Depending on how you feel or how you perceive it. So this may be a new beginning because if it's a job and they say, okay, we're going to promote you to a whole new position, it's a whole new beginning for you. Great. You got the answer you wanted. If it's not, and you decide within yourself, okay, well, I've put too much time, effort, and energy in this already. Okay. I want to have my tower moment like you would with a regular tarot deck and say, I want to start over with something new. I'm done with this. I'm not going to spend another, 5, 6, 7, 8 years of my life, sitting here waiting on somebody else to tell me I'm worthy when I know I am. I'd rather just go somewhere else where they'll give me my credit, my due. Okay. Same with a relationship. This may be something where if you don't get the answer you want, it may seem heartbreaking. It might be shattering. It might be tower moment again. But again, that might be release to receive, okay? It might be what you need to move on to something better, okay? So the universe knows what you need. Spirit knows what you need. Your higher divination knows what you need. So new beginnings don't always mean good thing, or don't always mean bad things rather, just because it says I've got to start over. Not necessarily. You could be starting over with the same person. You might be going to this person and you might explain to them how you feel, and they had no clue. They were like, I didn't see those hints at all. Okay. Not at all. Like, I wish you just smacked me over the head forever ago because I've been wondering how you felt. And now that I know that, we can start at a whole new pace, a whole new thing. We can start thinking about buying a house. We can start thinking about a family. We can start thinking about all kinds of new beginnings together rather than two separate units. We can really start moving forward. I just did not know that's where you were. I just thought you were fine with the way things were. So I was just flowing with it. I didn't, they had no idea. Again, sometimes there are people, many, many, many people that you have to knock over the head with a frying pan, literally like wake up and listen. This is what I want. X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E. This is my list. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to have this. Or I am leaving. I am uncomfortable with this relationship's pace, motion, movement, whatever. That may be what you have to do. And it's not because they don't want you. It's not because they don't want the same things you do. They just think they're complacent and they think that everything is fine because they don't know any different. Okay. So keep that in mind. New beginning doesn't mean a bad thing. This could very much mean a very good thing. So let's see what your steps to resolution are to get you to that new beginning. And that may shed some light on what the new beginning entails. Okay. So the first thing is growth. And again, I think this is a good thing because this is showing you growing. Okay. You're going to have to grow and face your fears. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to acknowledge that something needs to change, and you're going to have to make the steps to make that happen. Okay. You're going to have to really and truly, like they say, man up, be forward, grow up into your, big boy pants, your big britches on, as it were. And you're going to have to say what you want, be assertive, be dominant. this is what you want and you're not going to settle for less. You have grown as a human, you've grown as a person, you've grown as an entity, possibly grown in the relationship, grown in the job, grown in whatever it is you want, and you're not going to take, a step back. This is not time to take a step back. You need to grow forward, and you need to let them know that they either grow forward with you, or, maybe you do need to cut them out and start over, okay? Because this is what you need. All right. And power. You need to let them understand that you have power. You have power if they are not giving you the credit that you deserve, or they feel like, I don't have to give them anything more. I can breadcrumb them all day because you know what? They're never going to leave me. They're never going to walk away. You need to assert this power and authority. You need to let them know, hey, I have grown as a person. I am strong. I am better. I can make it without you. I don't want to, but I can. I don't need you. I want you, if that's the situation in the relationship, okay? If it's a situation in a job, I don't need this job. I enjoy this job. I want this job. I've poured a lot into this job. I would like to help be an asset to this job, but if this job is not going to help be an asset for me, then I will take my talents, my power, my intelligence, knowledge is power and you have a lot of it, and I will take this elsewhere and I will share that with some other company who is willing to give me my, my just desserts for that. Okay. Do not let anyone walk all over you. Assert the dominance and let them know that you will not stand for anything less than what you deserve. Period. End of story. Okay. And then here we have creation. Okay. And this is telling me that you are creating your own path. Okay. This is where you're going to have to let them know, I will create my path. Okay. Now I can create it with you as a relationship or a company or whatever it is that you're really wanting, really attracted to, trying to go after. I can create my path with you. Okay. And I am more than happy to do that. Okay. Because I come to the table with a crap ton of assets. Let's just be honest. I do. If you don't recognize those, that's your problem. That's on you. Okay. But I do. I come to the table with a crap ton of talent, creativity, knowledge, intelligence, maturity, all of these assets, attributes. I come to the table, okay, with all of this, and I'm going to create my own path, my own way. Okay. I would like you to be part of it because I'm very much attracted to this relationship growing, this whole situation going forward. Or if it's like I said, a work position or, financial situation or whatever, I'm very much interested in this blossoming, what have you, growing, whatever it may be. However, if I cannot get you on board, I can very much do this alone. I can very much create my path alone. And you have to know that. You have to believe in yourself and know that you can create your own path, okay? You can create anything you need to. You can create your own path. You are the architect of your own path here. You have everything you need here at your disposal. You have your power. You've grown as a person since probably this relationship started, since this job started, since anything that you've wanted started, just in general in your life, okay? You have strength, you have wisdom, you have, you've matured as a person and you know what you want. You very much do. And you just need to face your fears and go after it, okay? And if that person or that company or that entity or whatever is not willing to give you what you deserve, then you can do it yourself. And you need to believe that. You need to believe in that because it is very much true. And you can start your new beginning with or without them. Okay. If you want them, let them know you prefer it with them. That doesn't mean go in with an attitude, go into the conversation with a, Billy Badass attitude, like take it or leave it because I can do whatever. I'm not saying that at all. Okay. But what I am saying is that if people are taking advantage of you or if they're taking you for granted, you can do this without them. You can start anew and you will be fine. Okay. But let them know you prefer it. You don't need them. You want them. You don't need this job. You want this job. You don't need this relationship. You want this relationship. Okay. And as far as numerology, numbers here, I do see the 4 coming up quite a bit here, and I do see the 1 is coming up quite a bit. So 1 and 4 and even the 14 here. So we do have 1s and 4s a lot, if that means anything to you specifically on these. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do let me know. Like, subscribe, share, all that. But most importantly, if you would comment and let me know if this is a type of reading that you would enjoy for each individual sign, I would be more than happy to do that, so that you could either check it as your sun sign or your moon sign, because it is a moon deck. It is a Queen of Moon reading type of situation. So maybe you have interest in that, but do let me know, please. I would really enjoy that, and I would certainly enjoy doing these for you if you would enjoy seeing them, of course. So otherwise, I hope to see you back soon, and have a great week. Bye.